Neyo's former fiancée turned into quite the Miss Independent after some juicy squabbles over those saucy threesome discussions. Monyetta Shaw-Carter, Neyo's ex, spilled the tea in a recent interview, revealing that she and the singer called it quits a whole decade ago due to his persistent desire to spice things up in the bedroom with extra company. All right, here's the inside scoop on this fresh update. "We cheated together, if that makes sense," she explained on House of Aaron on Tuesday, holding up 3 fingers to clarify that she was talking about threesomes. "We did things together. It's not cheating if you're involved with it, and then it just wasn't enough." Monyetta continued, "I was like, well, no, I didn't sign up to do this every day. It became a problem when he wanted that a lot." The Real Housewives of Atlanta star, 43, noted that while she was happy to have ménages à trois with Neyo, also 43, maybe twice a year, it ultimately became too much. She explained, "I was like, if you want that, then you don't want me. I tried to keep it cute and spicy, but it wasn't enough. But it is what it is." She finally set the record straight during her interview with House of Aaron. Monyetta revealed that she was willing to follow his desires approximately twice a year. But as time passed, it became too much for her to handle. Now, in case you need a refresher, the R&B star, Neyo, made headlines due to his divorce filing by his estranged wife, Crystal Renay. This news piqued the curiosity of some fans, leading them to reflect on Neyo's previous relationships. One notable relationship was with his former fiancée, reality TV star and author Monyetta Shaw-Carter. The couple was together for several years and even had 2 children together. However, they never made it down the aisle. Back in 2009, Neyo and Monyetta crossed paths at a Jamie Foxx concert, and within a year, they were rocking that engagement bling. They had a good run for several years and even brought 2 little bundles of joy into the world. But here's where the plot thickens. Just 2 months before their wedding, Neyo decides to pull the plug. And to make matters worse, he supposedly dropped the bombshell over the phone, leaving Monyetta in utter shock. A year post-split, our Miss Independent crooner started mingling with Crystal Renay, which didn't sit well with many fans. The rumor mill went wild, accusing him of trading Monyetta for Crystal. Things took a juicy twist when he popped the question to Crystal not long after they got together. No doubt, Monyetta was nursing some serious heartache through it all. The most heart-wrenching part to Monyetta supporters was the ongoing debate surrounding whether Neyo had Monyetta undergo tubal ligation. While Monyetta never outright stated that the star had her tubes tied, some supporters strongly believed otherwise. There were whispers that Neyo might have pressured Shaw into getting sterilized. Also, he could part ways and start a new chapter with his ex-wife while having more kids. One fan even gave a rundown of the situation and said he was out touring much of her last pregnancy, but made a point to get there in time to remind her that after the birth is a perfect time to tie her tubs. "I think he only showed up to ensure she did it. He is shameless." Shaw initially denied these allegations, but a lingering suspicion remained that maybe, just maybe, he had somehow coerced the reality star into making that life-changing decision. During an interview with the New York Post, Monyetta revealed, "Sterilization was something Neyo and I discussed thoroughly in the months leading up to the baby's delivery. We had a daughter, Madeline, in 2010, and 2 children seemed like more than enough for the both of us. Neyo also agreed to undergo a vasectomy to show our mutual commitment to the relationship." She added, "I just assumed Neyo had followed through and had gotten the vasectomy. I trusted him so much that it never even crossed my mind that he hadn't gone through with it. It hurts to see them parade their love on social media. How does she know that he's not going to do the same thing to her that he did to me?" Fans wasted no time commenting on this revelation, sharing their thoughts and opinions. One fan said, "She was never going to be enough if he was always desiring something else. His last wife wasn't enough for him either. Anyways, This fan was actually referring to his equally tumultuous relationship with Crystal Renay. However, Neyo was caught up in a long, expensive divorce battle with his now ex, Crystal Renay. The whole ordeal dragged on for 6 months, and it all kicked off when she claimed he had fathered a child with someone else. Yep, you heard it right. The rumor mill has it that Neyo left his fiancée for Crystal, then bid adieu to Crystal for someone else entirely. And if that weren't enough, there's the allegation of fathering a child while he was still deeply entangled in his marriage with Crystal. According to TMZ reports, Neyo had to dig deep into his pockets in the aftermath of their divorce. He coughed up a hefty $1.6 million to settle their real estate disputes. Court records, which TMZ managed to get their hands on, spilled the beans on the financial side of things. In addition to that eye-popping sum, Neyo had to dish out $20,000 for Renay's moving expenses and an extra $150,000 to put her behind the wheel of a new car. As per the scoop from TMZ, Renay gets to keep one of their 4 properties in Georgia, and Neyo is on the hook for shelling out $12,000 per month in child support. They'll share custody of their 3 kiddos. In Renay's IG post, she said, 8 years. 8 years of lies and deception, Renay wrote in part in a social media post. 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and my husband with numerous women who sell their bodies to him, unprotected, every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted is an understatement, her message continued. To ask me to stay and accept it is absolutely insane. The mentality of a narcissist. I will no longer lie to the public or pretend that this is something it isn't. I choose me, I choose my happiness and health, and my respect. So, after parting ways with Monyetta and moving on to Crystal, Neyo found himself in yet another stormy situation. He allegedly fathered a child with another woman while still being very much married to Crystal. Are we hearing history repeating itself here? Anyways, fans supported Renay. One fan commented, "Cheater, cheater, pants on fire, really hope they go there. Separate way, it's one thing to cheat, but don't use no protection and then go home and do your wife that sick." Going back to Monyetta's latest revelation of Neyo's love for too many threesomes. In a podcast episode, Monyetta admitted to previously compromising her values while in her long-term relationship with Neyo. According to Monyetta, she did it because she loves hard and went hard for the father of her 2 kids. She said, "I love hard and I went hard for my man, no question. And I feel like I did those things at the time because I felt it was necessary and I was in love. If you would have told me that we weren't going to be together, I would have told you that you were a damn lie. I knew that he had my heart and I had his heart no matter what." She also delved into the intriguing concept of hall passes. In her book, she confessed that she had granted her ex a sort of permission to stray, but with one crucial condition. He had to use protection. She said, "Don't do it. He was my best friend. It was straight up ride or die. I just saw my family breaking up. I don't know that world. My parents have been together 44 years. So I'm like, what do I need to do? What is it? I know this is your problem, so here, this is what you gotta do, thinking he'll get over it, even though I'm dying inside." However, fans were quick to defend the 2 women in Neyo's past relationships and put the blame on Neyo's narcissism and infidelity. One user commented, "We ain't mad at Crystal. We are mad at Neyo for telling Monyetta to tie her tubes because he doesn't want any more kids. And when she does it, he leaves her and gets someone else pregnant. What a wicked man." Fast forward to today, Monyetta Shaw-Carter is happily married to her businessman husband, Heath Carter. They tied the knot in November 2021. When asked whether she and her husband, Heath Carter, also engage in threesomes, the actress replied, What do you mean? He sees me, and it feels amazing. Fans are praising Monyetta and say, nothing ever goes well for people who purposely mistreat beautiful Black women. The universe don't play about us at all. You know how folks are drawn to reality stars like they're drawn to a good glass of wine at the end of the day. Given all these sensational revelations about Neyo, it does make you wonder if he's ready to settle down with just one woman finally. What are your thoughts on that juicy topic?